Hey Genderqueer chat, happy Monday, it's Matt, back on Monday again. This week's topic is, this week's topic is, do you think that there are any unique challenges that a person may face in regards to experiencing transphobia as a binary over a non-binary identified trans person? Yeah, so this is really interesting. I think I'm going to keep this video quite brief though. I don't have a lot to say on the topic, and primarily that's because as a generally male presenting, well, as a non-binary trans person myself, who generally presents in a way that is acceptable and kind of in line with what's expected of a male-bodied, male assigned at birth person, I don't and haven't and probably won't experience a great deal or any actual instances of transphobia in my sort of day-to-day life. So I don't feel like I have any kind of authority in talking about transphobia or necessarily how that would feel or what sort of experience that would be. I guess though that's also differentiating between a non-binary and a binary trans person in regards to transphobia. I don't think that there is any difference. I think non-binary and binary identified trans people definitely have a unique set of some similarities, of course, but also some unique experiences that they have to go through, some unique challenges that just go along with, being either binary identified or non-binary identified. And these are things like, visibility and bodies and access to different kinds of support and procedures and just general the understanding of what that is within the community. But I don't think transphobia is experienced any different. I don't think transphobia discriminates. And the reason I sort of think in that way is because transphobia doesn't care how you identify. Transphobia doesn't care about your gender identity. Transphobia doesn't care whether you're a binary identified male or female, or whether you're genderqueer or gender variant or gender fluid or in any other way gender non-conforming. Transphobia looks at like all kinds of phobias, phobia meaning like homophobia and xenophobia, not as in actual phobia, because that's obviously a different thing. I don't know why it's even called that. But yeah, transphobia, like these other phobias, deals with, as far as I can see, the external. It only cares about what you look like, how you're acting. Same as like when it comes down to race and different cultures, like xenophobia doesn't really care like about who you are as a person, what you do as a person. Xenophobia is about writing you off, treating you poorly, discriminating against you, and seeing you as a lesser type of person based on the colour of your skin or your body shape or the shape of your eyes. And this is based on ridiculous, ludicrous, and just plain insane ideas about that makes you somehow a particular person. So when it comes to transphobia, I think it's the same thing. Like, transphobia doesn't care how you identify. It gives no real care for your own personal identity and what you experience. All transphobia really looks at, or people who are being transphobic, or how transphobic kind of behaviour is directed to you, is based wholly and solely on what you look like. That means if you're presenting in a non-gender conforming way, a way that isn't expected of a male-bodied person or a female-bodied person, if you're blurring the lines, if you're gender bending, if you're dressing in clothes deemed to be that of the other sex or the other gender, then you're likely to be a target or could be a target for transphobia. So yeah, for that reason alone, I don't think that there is a lot of difference between non-binary and binary transgender people in how they experience transphobia. It's more to do with, regardless of if you're a non-binary or a binary identified trans person, how much you transgress the rules or social norms of gender. You can be a binary trans person and be completely stealth, or you can be a binary trans person and for whatever reason choose not to present in a way that is in accordance with your opposite birth sex. You could be a non-binary trans person and full-on transition. It's just, that's we can't really make those distinctions, so that's why I can't comment on it. I think it's not about whether you're binary or non-binary, it's how far or how much you transgress traditional preconceived gender norms in your presentation, because transphobic people are only going to look at you and they're going to react based on what you look like. If you're not wearing the right clothes, if you're wearing makeup but you've got masculine features, if you've got short hair and you're a female-bodied person, that's where transphobia is going to be directed at. So, yeah, binary and non-binary people are going to have different experiences, a different set of complications, and a different set of things that we have to sort of fight against, or in maybe ways we experience discrimination. But yeah, I don't think transphobia discriminates. It just looks at your presentation and looks at gender in that sense, and doesn't really care about you on the inside. Yeah, that's really all I've got to say. I don't know if that's constructive or not, but yeah, I've actually thought long and hard about the topic, and then my conclusion was that just what I've said, obviously. So I don't really have anything more to say on that, but it'll be interesting to see what everybody else has to say and what different perspectives we have. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.